Howdy! How's everyone doing? Hi Dee, hi Ramen, hi Ali. Are we pogging? Are we sleepy? My dog is passed the heck out on his bed right now. He is so cute. His eye is like a little bit open. You know when like they're not seeing anything, they're fast asleep, but their actual eyelids are fallen open a little bit. Baby, baby, baby. We are pogging while being sleepy and busy. That's what I like to see. I got books today, so I'm vibing. What books did you get? I'm good. I didn't wake up that long ago. I've been sleeping till like 1 lately, even though I've been trying to go to bed earlier. Astrofish, thank you for following. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to have you with us. But yeah, because as I think most of you guys know, I've got those Tamagotchi charms at the moment, and I need to send off files for those really soon. So I want to get this design done for a tote bag, so that'll be really fun, and then I need to format all of my files, so that's what we'll be doing today. A little bit tedious, but we get to chat while we do it. It's the kind of work I don't have to think about, which makes it perfect for streaming, because then I can talk to you guys. Good night, Queen! Thank you for stopping by. Sleep well. I got a manga called My Love Mix-Up. I heard good things, so I'm excited to try it. Ooh, intriguing. Is that a shoujo manga? That sounds so cute. I need to get back into anime. I go through like... I should start drawing. Sorry, I'm so excited to be chatting. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna lay down some base screens and then we can make the colors actually be nice. But yeah, because we've just had a season of anime, I believe. And I got like halfway through it. I watched 6 episodes of the things that I was interested in, which was My Dress Up Darling and no, I can't remember what it's actually called because we were just calling it Mia-chan. But it's the anime about the guy who's really into boys love and his like delinquent upperclassman finds out. It was really cute. So I got halfway through both of them and then I just fell off. Thank you for the kisses, queen. Sleep well. I'm so excited to get the chance. I have a new bag and Usulok Miyasoki would match perfectly. That's so exciting. Sasaki and Miyano, thank you. It's so cute. It was so cute. Yeah, I really need to finish it. Things were really starting to heat up where I was, but I don't know. I find that I'll watch like, I don't know, I go through like little motions with things, so sometimes I'll just watch streams, and sometimes I'll just watch anime, and sometimes I'll just watch live action, and sometimes I listen to podcasts, but those fixations only last for like a month or so, which is not enough time to finish a season of anime when it's airing weekly. But I'll come back around to it eventually. Hopefully I'll get back into podcasts soon, because I'm way behind on Critical Role. Fingers crossed for And sometimes DGS takes over your life. Yeah, that's another thing that happens occasionally. It's been fun watching the orders come through, seeing people comment, raffle, 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 please, raffle, please, raffle, please. I'm really charmed. I was trying to catch up to Critical Role 3, but I'm falling behind again. Yeah, I don't even want to think about how many episodes are ahead of me now. Actually, I'll make this. I'll make this the Orion variety, so we'll do it like that. Your idea, D. Thank you. I can never listen to D&D podcasts, it takes too much effort. I guess because I do a lot of tasks that involve my hands but not my brain. Like drawing. I only have to use my brain for part of that. And then like this part, I am just physically doing it, which makes it really good for listening to D&D podcasts. And I used to drive so much. I don't drive at all anymore, but I used to have a hour commute everywhere. So when I was driving to uni, I would listen to all of the Critical Role episodes so quickly. It would be like 2 days, and then I would be through it. I want to set up a little DGS/A display on my bookshelf with my art books and my zines and merch pre-orders come in. That would be so cute. Aww. God, Turnabout Century, I'm so excited. I am staring directly at the other zines, but I just had to pay for my charm order. And that money comes out of a different account than my personal money, so there's no risk of getting it mixed up, but it still hurt mentally. Things are expensive. That's okay. Once I get to a convention, I'll make it all back. I don't really have a space in my room though. Yeah, sorry, Zine looks so good. I'm just so excited. I feel like I got into DTS right when there were like a bunch of good zines going on. I really want like a terracotta color, which I guess is over here? Terracotta's a little more orange and warm, I think. We'll balance all these colors out after. Right now there's not much rhyme or reason to them, but we'll fix that. The artist who did Nasaru Dojinshi is coming out in less than a day. Hello? Hello? I have not. That sounds really exciting. And then I will make the other plant pots white. Please send it. Yes, please send it. Please, 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 please. And then I guess we'll put white for the plastic and glass to start with. Thank you. Clicking this. Please, please clicking this. Thank you. Oh my god, their style's cute. Ew. That's so cute. Okay. I feel like we can honestly... Do I want to go with a really vibrant blue for the water? I feel like that's maybe a bit much, but I also really like it. Once we balance the other colours, it might work. Okay. So then, let's find some harmony here. Work out a pattern. So, this tone. And we're moving almost directly up. I want to change the saturation value of one of these. I think I want my lights to be more saturated than my darks. So make that color. And then you can be this color. And then you need to be less saturated, like there. And then the yellow should be more saturated, like that. And then the browns, I can desaturate that a little. And desaturate that a lot. There we go. Sticker sheet or like a print. This will go on a tote bag, actually. I want to foray into tote bags. I want to make a bunch of other designs, but this is the one that I am going to be able to get done in time without burning myself out. So this is the design we're going with. I really wanted to have some DGS totes available for this round of pre-orders, but I chose not to burn myself out. My current bookshelf setup is a little scuffed, but I'm sure I can rearrange all my albums and books for Ace Attorney. It's what Ace Attorney deserves! Okay, let me make the palette a little cuter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, and if these are moving up this side of the color wheel, then you can do that as well. And go over that. Yeah! That's colors, baby! Really like how the upper left and bottom right plans frame it. Thank you! I'm glad. It's been fun to draw. Making it a little caramel tote, I think drawing a sword could be easier than full characters. That's a good point. Yeah. And I like merch that's subtle. It's a little, I guess, out of character for me to say this as someone who makes a bunch of really explicit merch, but... No, sorry, explicit as in obvious, not explicit as in not safe for work. But I don't like wearing or carrying merch that is obviously fan merch. So it would be cool to do something like caramel where it's a little subtler. Right, how does the blue fit into this color scheme? I think I need to desaturate it a little. Hello? I freaked out Clip Studio. You can do it, Clip. Take your time. Okay. Thank you, Clip. Caraman, armband, and maybe Hachimaki? That would be so cute. I could do a matching, like, Dharma doll badge. What else for Ryu? Maybe his little gears. I'll think about it. Okay. I also want to do sticker sheets of some of the other characters. Benzik, Sholmes. Probably Sholmes and Iris together, and maybe Gregson and Gina together if I get to it. And then Benzik and Nyas Disciple. It's so fun when someone in public notices subtle fan merch though, like I know you know. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and it's nice because only the people who know. So if you don't want people to know your interests, then they won't. Okay. Alright, now. This plant over here is a... Where are my little labels? Philodendron heteroecium, but it's the Brazilian variant, because that's what I have on my desk. Which means it's variegated. So I'm going to put a bunch of dark color over it, and then erase it where the variegation is. I'm gonna do that with a textured brush. Sometimes I want to scream DGS into the world though because I need to advertise it to more people. Yeah, everyone should play DGS. Rain! It hasn't rained here in a while. It's getting kind of wintry, so it should rain soon. You should play DGS, it's really good. It's got a great plot. It's really fun. Ooh. Maybe? Ooh, not quite that one. Hang on. This one has the opacity. Yeah, this will be good. Okay, let's do this. Let's erase everything I just did. And try it again with this brush. Being so hot and humid lately, I feel like a steamed bun and not in a good way. Yeah. It's getting cold here and I'm sad about it. But my housemates are really happy, so good for them, I guess. How did I just keep getting distracted? It's so hard to find time to play games sometimes. Oh. Like that, and then... This brush is really hard to control, which is frustrating, but that's okay. Being hot but also not. I don't know, I'm used to most temperatures. I am not. I'm used to a very small range of temperatures. DGS inspired user-made skin for my dragon games in Solidarity. Love to hear it. I haven't been able to finish Ace Attorney 5 because I'm busy and I want to finish Ace Attorney 5 so I can't finish Ace Attorney 6 so I can be done with mainline except for investigations. Ace Attorney 5. Yeah. One day I'll finish it and then, I don't know, maybe not play Ace Attorney 6. I haven't decided. Absolutely won't finish, but vibing's what matters. Okay, I can give this like a really big pattern. I'm looking at my own plant and then just directly copying its variegation. That. And then just a little bit there. And then we make it kind of streaky. Plants are so cool. Okay. Angsty art? Exciting. I appreciate your courtesy with spoilers. I hope we will get to see it eventually. Sounds really fun. Actually, I kind of like that texture there. That's good. The Brazil variant of the philodendron is just so pretty. I love how all of the variegation is concentrated towards the middle of the leaves. It's so pretty. The ghosts thing! I see. That's really exciting. See, I haven't finished filling that one in. That's okay. We'll get to that after. Why don't you have a middle line? Oh, I see. You're supposed to be doing this. Folded leaf. Okay. In which case, you actually do have a slightly lighter underside. That's exciting. What? Wrong brush. This one. Okay, a little lighter, and then some little spokes. And then we can make this bright, and that adds some nice contrast. Are merch deadlines self-imposed, or they... Yes and no. So I do group orders with a couple of my close friends, which means that it's not like stressful since we all know each other really well. But if I'm late, I'll slow down everyone. So they're sort of imposed by the group. We all go, okay, none of us are gonna get anything done if we don't set a deadline, and also we need these by like a convention or whatever. So let's try and get our order in before then. So like I probably could have finished this last night, but I knew that someone else in the order wasn't gonna have hers finished, which meant that I got an extra day to work on it, which is really fun. But yeah, it's self-imposed in a negotiated way with a group. Sometimes we do have hard deadlines to work through because things have to be manufactured and then get to us in time for conventions. I've had a couple of conventions now where things didn't arrive in time. One of them was due to the onset of COVID, so obviously nothing was arriving in time for anyone. And one of them we were just late on. But yeah, it's a good incentive to not lag behind. It's really helpful, yeah. It means that there's just the right amount of pressure where things need to be done, but not in a way that's stressful. Yeah. I think if I didn't have friends who were also convention artists, I would be dead. There's no way I would have even started, honestly. But now we get to tag team everything, and then things are way cheaper because if you order in bulk, everything's less expensive. But yeah, I'm so grateful to my friends. I wouldn't get to do this stuff if it wasn't for them. Okay, let's see. Monstera isn't variegated, but it does have some color change. This one is going to be a little difficult. I had to look up what this one's called. Syngonium. It's the Mangle Illusion variant. And it's got sort of darker rims towards the edge and then red in the middle, which is exciting. So I think if we go in with like a watercolor brush, we can get that nice blending. Yeah. I'm gonna make this a little Q&A. Where did you get the name Peach Cotton from? So I used to be Starkind. And then I was MMPP_100 because I was a little Mob Psycho 100 fan account. And then I realized that I really liked having my little Mob Psycho 100 fan account, and wanted to be more, so I needed a new name, one that wasn't fandom specific. So I went to my little friends and I was like, hey, help me think of something. I'm really bad at thinking of something. And they're like, all right, give us a list of words that you like and we'll make something out of that. Which is how we got Peach. And then the cot part is actually a play on my legal name. I won't say too much about it because doxing, but if you have ever had to ship an order to me or something, like you've seen my legal name in some way, you can see where it ties in. But yeah, I really like warm peach tones and colors like that. So I feel like it fits. We've got one friend in particular who is just really good at coming up with usernames. That's Max Hutcherspade. Let me grab his Twitter. He's mostly a Apex artist, so I don't know if it will appeal to any of you guys, but he's super cool and underrated. I want the best for him. He deserves way more attention than he gets. Putting these little gradients on these is bringing me so much joy. Like a bizarre amount of happiness. I like this brush. I like how it blends but doesn't lose the texture. I respect people who are good at usernames so much, right? I like ramen. I think it's charming. Just be posting whatever. Dreamworld. Didn't you get Sholmes? Ramen and RM? Sholmes on AO3? I want to change my Twitter to a non-fandom related thing, but I think I've already committed when I posted my commissions sheet since I put my contact info there. I'll change it soon, probably. Changing usernames after you've, like, established yourself is really hard. I did my first convention before I started going by Peachcot, so then I had a bunch of prints that took me forever to get rid of that had the wrong watermark on them. No one ever commented on it, thankfully, but I was always really worried that people were going to think that I was, like, stealing someone else's work and just selling it as my own. It wasn't. I just had the wrong watermark. Bro, my heart was pumping so fast after realizing Sholmes wasn't taken on AO3. Immediate grab. I mean, that's exciting, right? Free Sholmes. Oh my god, free Sholmes. Oh my god, I wish that were me. I want to use sort of a paler, yellower color. Yeah. I'm just lazy to repost stuff. Yeah. Whenever I have to, like, link my accounts or whatever, I'm like, please follow me on Twitter because I forget to use Tumblr and Instagram. Like 3 days will go by and I'll be like, oh shit, I was supposed to post that. It's fine, it's fine. Riot Agency Fam and 221B family on Twitter? Love that. That's so cute. I want to change my username so bad, but I've used this one for 16 years. You get attached after that long as well. Like, not only does it start to really be yours, but it also has an emotional element. I should look up some photos of this one. Stefania Erecta. It's so pretty. Definitely a darker green color than I thought it was. Most of these plants are plants that I have on my desk. But I can't keep fiddle leaves alive for my life, and I think Stefania Erecta is so pretty. So I included them as well. Oopsie. Here we go. I like my usernames, Anime Crystal, Anime Snanny, Artistic Distortionist, and my Twitter isn't that specific username thing since I was on StanTwit. I see. I think they're fun. I see Artistic Distortionist with that capitalization, I'm like, ah yes. Ah yes. Very familiar. I love seeing usernames like that in the wild and being like, oh. Suddenly I know so much about you. I at least changed all my music stuff to Ali Soundwaves, so that sounds better for work at least. That's such a cute one. Aww, Ali Soundwaves. Oops, got things coming through here. Alright. Die. Perish. I don't know what my surname would be. What's everyone's star sign? Asking for completely un-Homestuck related reason. Mine is Aries. My birthday is coming up really soon. I'm excited. We're going to go shopping and I'm going to get nice shoes. Each with 2 H's. Yeah, okay. Aquarius and Sagittarius. Interesting, interesting. I miss Homestuck class spect analysis quizzes. I think those could really thrive in the world of UQuiz. Okay, cute. And what do fiddle leaves look like? Green. Okay, cool. I've selected DGS characters. Go on. Hit me with it. What have we got? Okay, we're putting desaturated green on the underside of leaves. We've got one fiddle leaf in the house, and it's my housemate's, and it's like 40 centimeters tall. But it got sick recently, and it dropped all of its leaves from the trunk and has been growing new leaves at the top. So instead of looking like a normal fiddle leaf, it's the stupidest thing. I love seeing it. It's in a little kitchen bench. Instead of looking like a normal fiddle leaf, it's just got like 7 leaves at the very top and this miserable, long, skinny stem. Like this. Who are you? What? Who are you? I love it. Rio's Tower of Light and Cosmo's Prince of Rage decided with Self of Life. Yeah, okay, that all tracks. Absolutely. It's a tall, skinny plant. It's so cute. When it first started coming back from the brink after all of its leaves fell off, it had 1 leaf and then it grew a second one. But the 1 leaf that it already had was at a angle and the second one was standing almost straight up. So it looked like, hang on, where's my little, like this. It was like, I lived, bitch! Like a little drunk white girl flailing out her arms. Charming. Okay, that's the fiddle leaf. Golden Puffers. Okay. My Golden Pothos is upstairs, which means I cannot look directly at its variegation, so I am going to Google them. God, they're so pretty. Okay. It's a really saturated plant. The others I'm not sure. Hell, I'm not really sure. I feel like he'd be a rogue of either maybe time or space, but I want Eugen and him to be matching because Eugen is a maid of space in my eyes. That's cute. Hello? He's really hard because he is very selfless, which makes him seem like a passive class, but also he's very direct, which makes him seem active, so it's hard to pin down. Witch of Doom. Yeah, that tracks. I feel like Hala could almost be a bard. Maybe not quite though. Hello? Oh my gosh. This brush is so odd. It works really well when it's working, but something about the way the opacity controls is bizarre. Yeah, aspect for him is hard. How on earth am I gonna It's sort of shapes. How on earth am I gonna stylize this? I guess if I just scribble them in. Andy, hi! How you doing? Zero Void Iris. Charming. Sometimes you have to go a little bonkers about Homestuck. You accrue all of this knowledge and then you have nothing you can do with it. Doing well? I'm glad. I am also doing well. I'm excited that I'm making progress on this. And I'm having a nice day. I made myself tea. We got Milo cereal, which is nice because then when the milk is left over in the bowl, that's just free Milo. Gotta put the knowledge to use. Diagnosing other characters with nonsense that only people who have also read Homestuck will understand. Exactly. You like the charms? I'm glad! They were really fun to make. Well, okay, coloring the Tamagotchis themselves was a small nightmare, but I got through it. And that's what matters, and now I'm really happy with them. Milo, my beloved! That's not an Australian thing, right? That's a worldwide thing. Ronnie! Hi! Oh my gosh! Thank you for the raid! How was your stream? Did you have fun? Did you finish Octane? Are you pogging? Howdy, howdy. Hi to all of Ronnie's people. I am Ronnie's housemate. My name is Cotton. Or Celeste, if you've seen Ronnie talk about me. Celeste is my given name, Cotton is the name that I go by. I assume you are all Apex fans. I am afraid you will find little to no Apex here, but it is lovely to have you with me regardless. We are working on some plants right now. I had fun. No, I did not finish Octane. Yes, I am pogging. That's what I like to hear. Plants! For the charm order. Hehehe. We're getting there. We're making progress. I'm having a hard time figuring out how I want to stylize the variegation on the Golden Pothos, but that's okay. We Ace Attorney here. Yeah, I draw a small variety of things. I draw Mob Psycho, I draw Jujutsu Kaisen, mostly I draw Ace Attorney and the Great Ace Attorney. And sometimes I draw little aesthetic things. Maybe one day I will draw Apex. I started playing Apex thanks to Ronnie, and it's my first FPS game. So it's really fun, and I like playing it, but I'm still not very good at it. I would very much like to get better. One day I will be really good at it. I was playing last night, and I had a couple of Poggers matches. For me, it's still really exciting if I manage to get like 1,000 damage, but I did that twice last night, so I was pogging. I've lost my train of thought. Let me pull my reference back up. And let me shout out Ronnie one more time, because she's the best. I love it. The variegation on Pothos is so random. Like, you see it on the Philodendron and it's like, yes, we go through the middle. Well, you're also the best. You know, there can be two bests. My last class pact is Gina, who is Bard of Hope. No, I think that makes sense. Who? Will? I don't know any Wills. There can be two bests. Will, you'll have a chance to claim the title of best when I see you in person. Yeah, okay, maybe I need to chip into this a little. Maybe that's how we get the right shapes. And I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself because I can feel myself starting to stress about making this perfect, and it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be cute. Cute is all that matters. This is my favorite plant though, so I do want it to be good. My absolute healthiest plant is my my golden pothos. It's so pretty. Some of its leaves are coming out like almost completely yellow because it gets so much light. It needs to be plants. Feeling very Encanto right now. Perfect plants and so on and so forth. I just think that perfectionism is a disease. And I would like to be cured. Okay, that doesn't look half bad. That could be worse. That could be way worse. You said? We are same-brained. How far did you get with Octane then? Sogi Kazuma thought is that he would vanish to what else I can do. Yeah. The more I think about that. He is so perfectionist. He has to be the best all the time. Hat on little crop tops. Ooh. Octane, my beloved. He is so zoomy and cute and I love him. And I like playing him because there's no pressure, because he's such a selfish character. Like Wraith. Yeah, they can help your teammates out, but mostly they just go. Right, I got the headcanon that he loves plants. That's cute. Okay. I feel like that's pretty good. I'll leave that there for now, and then... this plant up here has a bunch of... oh my gosh, you sure are clipping, aren't you? It has a bunch of little streaks through its leaves. Like stripies. I think I want my little texture brush for this. And like a teeny tiny size. And then they just follow the leaf. Are these gonna be too small? Do I need to make them bigger for Reed? We will find out in a minute. No, I think that's fine actually. Hi Dee! Thank you for hanging out! It's always lovely chatting with you. Lines. I should draw plants more. It's really relaxing. And I think I'm getting better at them. I feel like my taste has improved a lot over the last... maybe 2 years? And that makes me really happy. A lot of it is just becoming more confident with my style. Oh, missed you. Although the part that I am nervous about is the plant below this one because it has pink on it. Pink red. And I'm not sure how to balance that into the palette, but we'll do it. In fact, I am going to do it now. New layer. And then... well, I guess because the green is so yellow, it's not actually that hard. Okay, that's too dark and saturated. I choose more of a pinky tone, still too saturated. That looks roughly correct. Maybe a little bit darker? And then I want to see what that looks in grayscale. So I'm going to make an all black layer. and not a clipping layer, and set it to color. Yeah, okay, those values are off enough. That will work. Plugging. And then yeah, it's this red that fades out into like a white. So we'll put the red in first, and then I guess balance it from behind. It really does just follow these lines. Like veins. This plant that I have this one on my desk. I had it 2 houses ago, 2 moves. And it was like, it had all these teeny tiny dark green leaves because it was not getting anywhere near enough light. So plants go different colors when they're getting enough light because the green is the chlorophyll, and if they're getting enough light, they don't need as much chlorophyll. But this plant needed all of the chlorophyll it could get, so it was throwing out these teeny tiny dark green leaves because that was all it had the energy to do. And then we moved house and it started throwing out these giant, like, yellow red ones that were like 3 times as big as the dark green ones. I was like, oh, she's thriving. And I had started to feel like I was thriving too, so it made me really happy. I am just so proud of her. Lost in the sauce. Yeah, I don't get much direct sun on my desk due to the nature of the house, but I do get a lot of ambient light. It's really nice. And that's good because it means I don't ever have to turn my actual lights on. I have some fairy lights that are connected to my monitor, which is nice because it means that when I turn my computer on, my fairy lights turn on. And when I turn my computer off, I have just enough time to get out of the room before the residual power fades and the fairy lights turn off. So I never have to be scared of the dark because the lights turn off behind me automatically. Pog is set up. What are the underside of these? Oh, they're perfectly green on the underside. That's really interesting. Interesting. But they do have raised veins. So if I choose a slightly lighter color, just ever so, okay, maybe a little lighter, and then a darker color around, I should be able to indicate that. Yeah. That's so cool that the veins are raised on the underside. I wouldn't have noticed that. Happy. Happy, happy, happy. I'm excited to be done with this charm order though. I do want to draw stickers, which is more March work, but I really want to do some more illustrations soon. I have a couple of ideas that I would like to get done. And I also want to revamp my Twitch a little bit. Depending on how fast we get everything else done, we might do that. I am now bored of the little computer theme, so I want to remove the like box from around my avatar and finish editing in the different versions with the hand and stuff. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. We gotta get on that live 2D grind. Ronnie, learn live 2D with me. The threat of having to design an avatar though, because it needs to be good. It needs to be decently good so that when I take all the time modeling live 2D, I don't want to change it immediately. But also, character design hard. 2.5D pause jump? Hell yeah. We should set ourselves a little deadline, Ronnie. Because right now we have just been talking about this for so long. It is time that we actually do it. And this one here has really dark lines on it. Thinking about making a little googly one as a trial run and then wait till I know what I'm doing to go ham. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, making something really simple. I should look at more VTubers. I want the hair physics. I'm not big on the eye physics. I feel like I see a lot of focus on the eye physics where like they blink and all of the little eye bits jiggle around, which is cool, and I appreciate the effort that people put into them. That's really hard. It's also just not for me. I want to focus all of that energy on hair instead. Bye, Ronnie. Love you. Enjoy your food. I will become VTuber pilled with you. I just think it would be fun. Is this even paler, actually? It should be like that? Too saturated. Okay, we will just use this color. It's fine, it's fine. These are so radial. VTuber hair physics make me insane. I love watching the swish swish. Yeah, exactly. They look so cool. I think it would be fun to learn a new program as well. I have, okay. No, I say that and then I thought more about learning Blender and I, Still, it's been a long time since I've learned a new program. Live 2D can't be as opaque as Blender, right? 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 There's one Chinese Foxboy VTuber I know with tail physics and it swishes and I can't stop watching it. Dream world. Dream world. Yeah. I don't know how much work it is to put in like all of the expressions and stuff. I think when VTubers like ears match the expression, that it's the cutest thing ever. I would very much like to do that, but I don't know. I don't know what's difficult, which means I don't know where I'm setting myself too much of a challenge. Which is sort of fun, right? It means that I'm not limited by what is and isn't possible because I don't know what those are. But yeah, I imagine the whole thing is pretty hard. And character design is not my passion. There's a reason I draw fan art mostly, and it's that I don't particularly enjoy coming up with character designs. I had to study it in uni when I did art, but it is just not my passion. But I'll do it for Live 2D. His name is, I don't know Chinese pronunciation rules. Gozi? Okay, I don't normally watch VTubers. He's my friend's Bulbo. Cute. Yeah, Ronnie's been getting really into VTubers this last like 2 days, so she keeps sending me a bunch of clips of, I think the Niji Sanji guys. She sent me one this morning which had Solan, she was cute, and what was his name? He's a little like orange Catboy looking guy. He was cute too. They were playing Apex. It was sweet. I think if I started watching VTubers, I would be in danger of becoming a VTuber simp. I look at Mr. and I see like Fox themed detective British. I'm like, I have to look away. I can't focus on this for too long, otherwise I will embarrass myself. Mr.'s cool, yeah. Yeah, one of my friends was talking about the Niji Sanji auditions, which seems neat. I think they've just closed tonight, or last night rather. Good luck to everyone who applied. Is this working? Oh, yeah, okay, it is. I was worried that was gonna look way worse than it does. Probably to do with my lines being a little thicker and less spidery. More line weight variation. What's this? Another British detective gotten hit directly in the brain rot? Yeah. It's the... I really like detectives. I like Juno Steel. I am eagerly awaiting more Juno Steel content. I think that is my favorite story ever. I think if I look at like all mediums and choose which content I like best, it is Juno still. It just really, I love it so much. But yeah, something about detectives is fun, and something about characters who are like cocky and arrogant, which is why I like Shams, obviously. Penumbra beloved. Yeah. Just even the first episode, or the first 2 episodes rather, that first arc with Juno and Peter makes me crazy. Second Citadel is cool too. It's not as much my thing, but I've listened to most of it and I enjoyed it. It just didn't capture me the same way that Juno did. But yeah, I think about the later season a lot. I've gone back to listen to those episodes so many times. I won't say anything about them for anyone who might want to listen at some point, but I promise they're really good, and everyone should listen to Juno still. I don't follow it anymore. Time, but it was a very fun time. Yeah! The new season was really, really, really good. It gave me a lot of feelings. There's a lot of really cool concepts and lines and character interactions in there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I can actually leave those on a separate layer. This is the things. And then the Monstera doesn't variegate, but it does have some variation in its color, so I can add that in. Some leaves yellower than others. And the underside will have light coming through it, so that gets yellower. And then, what do the underside of these look like? Desaturated. Easy. So take this, take a little color out of it. Take a little more color out of it. There we go. And you would catch that too. Plants, baby! Okay. Now we can clean up the pots. You're good, you are not good. Okay, plugging. I can probably take my palette off now as well. And maybe add a color balance layer. Let me switch to my 4K so you can see what I'm doing. Layer, new layer, new correction layer rather. Turn curve. Enjoy your food, ramen. Fiddle with the reds and blues. I like it when those aren't so dark. I think these colours are pretty solid. They shouldn't need too much work, actually. I like desaturating the greens a little further. Leaving it nice and warm, I guess. And then the greens. Actually, we might leave these alone. Okay, what does this look like? Yeah, a little lighter. There's not as much contrast now, but I don't mind that. I'm going to duplicate it and then merge one down on the designs layer. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it on top of the designs layer unmerged and then merge this one down on that layer. There we go. And now I am going to stretch. Oh, hey puppy, what's up? You want to leave the room or are you good here? He has woken up No longer fast asleep. Doggy. Hey, do you want to go out? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me let him out of the room. He is freed. Alright, where am I? What am I doing? I think I'm going to take the lines off where the water line is and make them much more full of water. Make them make the water... I don't know what I'm saying. I want the water to be bigger. I want it to take up more space. I don't think we need lines to indicate it anyway. I miss having plants in water. I don't have as many as I used to. I've never been good at transplanting them into dirt afterwards, so they just stay in the water forever and then inevitably get root rot and die. Which is bad. But they always die when I put them in dirt, no matter how slowly and carefully I do it. I do have a monstera in water right now who is sending out air roots, and I'm wondering if I just put those really close to a pot of dirt, will she just grow into it by herself? I can pray. It would be kind of neater. And then I assume her water roots would just die off? I'm not sure. I wouldn't want to like prune them because the stress of it could kill her. Yeah, I feel like that's nicer. We can do the same here. This one we won't fill up to its lid line. We'll just fill it to like there. And then we can add glass shading after. I'm gonna make this color. Everything looking good? Yeah. Okay. Now I think I want to add some subtle shadows to these guys. So I'm just gonna pick a darker color, set it to multiply for now. And take it off of clipping. I put these in a folder, and then I can clip them, and then I can, yeah, okay, cool. Managing my little clipping masks. I want a pen that has opacity. Yeah, like that. There we go. Monstera leaves kind of fold a little bit, so it should do something like this. Yeah. Actually, yeah, put the shadow on that side. Plants are so flat planes, which makes them difficult to put any detail into because they are all on a flat plane. And there's no plane changes to put the rendering on. I'd like to have better control over my opacity. That one probably catches light. It's probably these ones at the front that are darker. Where's the plant in the bottom left corner? This one here is Syngonium, I believe. No, sorry, it is Stephania erecta. Syngonium is this one. I had to Google the names for these ones. I had to download like a plant identification app because I've lost the tag and point to it, this one. Yeah, Stefania erecta. It was really cute. Okay. Multiply. What's going on here? How do I want to render this water? Maybe I just put a big blob in. And then the top of the water wouldn't really be in shadow, but we can change that exact color later. I wanted to have the names labeled on the actual design, but I don't think it looks as good, so we'll be leaving it off. But that's okay. I have a houseplants print that always sells way better than I expected to. It's getting kind of old now. I've retired most of the prints that I produced around the same time as that one, but it just keeps selling, so I just keep ordering more. Hence the tote, so that I can finally offer something that's newer and that I can take more pride in, since I don't feel like it's outdated. I want to make a new HiCube print, because I have finally retired my old HiCube print. People keep coming to my table wanting HiCube. It's gonna be a super cute tote. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I haven't designed a tote before, but I thought about what I would want on a tote bag, and I think it would be something like this. I do want to give the squares a background color, I think. I'm not sure what that would be. That's my lens layer. Oh, hang on, I'll use my squares layer. You want to refer more to— yes, okay, let me turn that off. Create a selection outside. New layer, invert selection. And then, welcome back, D. How you doing? No, the tote bag itself will be like a pale canvas color. I feel like it would almost be nice to have it be whiter than the can— no, that won't work. Surely they can— thinking about the limitations of the medium, I think they can print white onto the canvas. So if it's lighter— feeling more refreshed? Glad to hear it. Her. Sorry, thinking my little thoughts. Maybe we leave them blank for now. I'll leave the layer here. I'll call it squares and just turn it off. I should put this colors. And this is shadows. And I don't like that the shadows are getting darker as they go down here. I want them lighter. So I'm gonna take a soft eraser. Don't get too gradienty. We're not really going with a gradient feel in this one, it's all sharp lines. We'll do it like BR, there we go. What would the color of the tote bag be? It'll be like that brownish, lightish, canvasy color. I feel like I have one in my... yeah, around there. This will be cute, I think. Ew, 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 ew. Anyway, we'll leave that gray so we can see what we're doing. I need to change the line colors. I do like that that is kind of dark blue. Maybe I'll leave them for now. I don't want to change these ones. This should be like a darker version of this red. Love my shading, still learning how to shade, so it's super cool to see it. I'm glad I can be of use. Yeah, shading's really a practice thing, I find. It's nice once it becomes sort of innate, because it's really I don't know, shading's my favorite part normally because I can turn off my brain but it's still engaging. I like coloring because I don't think at all. I like shading because I think a little bit. And sometimes you can just make light sources up. Don't even have to worry about it being correct. Dark color. There we go. I wonder if I can blend this. Let's use a different brush for that. Favorite part is actually line art? Interesting. I feel like people either love or hate line art. I've gone through my motions with it, and I spent my time hating it. I learned to love it. Cute. Yeah, okay, cute. Can do that on more of them then. These ones especially should have really pale lines. Like so. Yeah, line art's relaxing if your sketch is good. Sometimes I think that I'm doing line art and then I realize that I'm actually just doing a second sketch. Because my first sketch was not clear. I did not establish half the things I meant to establish. Any tips on beginners for shading? Thinking. I think establishing your light source really helps. I try not to think about colors when I'm shading, I think about colors after. So I just slap on like a blue multiply layer and then I make it actually look nice after the fact. But yeah, think about your light source and think about atmosphere. See, shading's sort of hard because, okay, so the thing with shading, right, and I think the reason that a lot of people get stumped on it is that you really have to be able to visualize what you're drawing in 3D space. So when you're drawing like a little anime face or whatever, you can get away with just drawing that 2D without thinking about what the 3D shapes actually are because it's so simplified. But when you go to add the shading, you need to be able to conceptualize where the forms change and so on. Let me pull up a little head. What am I looking for? Here, like this. So this is a Loomis head. I don't love the Loomis head method. But ignoring the fact that it's a Loomis head, you can see that they've really clearly defined where the planes change. So you might like just be drawing and you're like, yeah, well, I know that the eye is like this big and it goes here, and this eye is this big and it goes here. I know the nose is going to be like halfway down the face, and then the mouth is going to be halfway past that, and then the cheek like balloons out a little bit, and then there's a line here for the eyes, and then the forehead comes back, and you're just doing it all through like icons. You know things go like there and there and there on the face. And then when you get the shading, there's no solid rule, like, oh, the shadows are going to fall on the eye, because it changes with the planes. So then you know, if you can visualize this, if you can visualize that this is a different plane here, and the nose is a different plane, then you can tell that if you need to reverse the lighting, so say your light source is coming from down there, this part is going to catch the light on the underside of the nose and the eyes, and it'll catch on the lip. And then the darker shadows are going to be where the planes go back. So at the top of the nose, the forehead, and so on. The top of the bottom lip and the top here. Because yeah, I know shading was probably where I was stuck for the longest when I was starting out. But then once I pushed past it, like one day everything made sense and then I could shade. Difficulty on that, so thank you for the tips, no problem. Yeah, I think a lot of art is about being able to visualize things in 3D, which is something I personally really struggle with. I'm very reliant on reference. but the more you're able to indicate 3D planes in your shapes, the more solid and beautiful your art will look. Like if you look at Wavi's art, so much of the reason that it's so gorgeous is that the planes are really, really clear. If I pull up, let me go to Wavi's media tab real quick. I want to find one of her sketches. Here we go. Let me grab a link to this and put it here for everyone. And then grab the actual image so I can show you what I'm talking about. You can see that even on her like sketches, she uses her grey tones to indicate the deepest areas of shadow. So the little pockets around Legolas's like eyes, the underside of the nose and the lip, so those are all on the same plane. And the same with Gimli, it's the shadow cast by the helmet, the shadow of the nose and the underside of the moustache and the beard and so on, the shadow of the hood. And the reason why some of the art itself looks so gorgeous is that you can see that she's used these thicker lines where there's shadow, and she hasn't put any lines at all where the light hits. So the light is striking Legolas on his nose, so she doesn't put any lines there. The same with how there's a little bit like missing on his lip, because that's where the highlight is. She's really efficient. She draws like a painter. And yeah, she uses her liner to indicate like the shadows under the neck and stuff, all of the darkest areas. So yeah, when you look at most of the really good artists in the world, that's the kind of thing that you'll observe in all of their work. And that's something that I'm trying to think about more as I draw more. That's probably my current focus. Ooh. These pale lines are really nice. Happy accident. Sometimes when I examine art, I get so giddy. Big mood there. I don't hate this. It needs some tweaking, obviously. But I think this is kind of cute. I was initially gonna do these as like Pantone swatches. But then that wasn't quite gonna work. This is something we can come back to for sure. Okay, what am I? Okay, I don't want to overwork these, but I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? What do I want that these don't already have? Is it just the line color? It's the water shading. It's the water shading and the color of the stems in the water. So. Should be like almost white once they're in the water. And there should be an obvious divide where they come out, which we can indicate with some white. Bring myself up towards pure white, and then grab a little Milli pen. And then, yeah, there we go. What color do you usually go for when shading? Anything from, let me make my color wheel really big. Okay, let me drag it out. I'll pick anything from around this side of the hue color to this side. And then I'll usually grab something in the desaturated edge, but not by a lot. Yeah, I suppose about halfway down, over there. And then I will set it to multiply. However, let me open up a file from somewhere. What have we got? Sorry, just looking through all of my files. Let's just look at this one. Please tell me I did it here. Okay, yeah. So on this one, I've merged down the shadows layer. Let me turn off everything above that except for the lines. Here they are. So in my shadows folder, I have the base layer of shadows. So yeah, where'd my... I've lost my color wheel for good now. I've lost it permanently. Please come back. Window. Color wheel. Thank you. put that back in place. Welcome back, Ramen. And no need to be sorry. I think something really cool about streaming is that I have the chance to answer all these questions. So yeah, you can see that this color I've used is roughly in this purple range. So when I was putting this on, I had it on multiply, and now that it's on, it's just on normal at 100%. And then I've got my color layer that has all of my flats on it, duplicated and put on top as a clipping layer, and I have just upped the saturation on all of the colors. So the base color is here, and then the shadow color is here. So it's a little darker, it's actually slightly less saturated. And then the same here, darker, less saturated. And I try and keep the relationship between all of them the same. So these are just getting ever so slightly darker to their base colors. And then I've got a secondary layer of colors. And then those have their own overlay, so that's just getting darker from the base still. And then I merged all of those down into this layer, did some color correction on it, and started like merging it all around. And then we end up, what have I got here? Hello? I don't remember drawing that. What layer is that on? Hello? Here we go. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, no problem. Always happy to answer any questions. Mr. Sholmes is in pain. A little gift I left myself. I love when artists leave random doodles and they work on a random layer. It's very endearing. I think it's a byproduct of stream. God bless. Okay, I should try and add more depth to these than I have added already. Yeah, let's push that up. Okay. Alright, let me slip some more white in here. Rich look, my beloved. Rich look, charm one. Never. Sometimes I find my old cloud saves and there's just a messy doodle of my art sort of crying, and I'm like, yeah, same buddy. Sometimes you have to draw yourself sobbing for mental support. Hi, Maisie! Thank you so much. Good night, sleep well. Bless. One day. You can't make me. If anyone else wants to make a roach look anything, feel free. I have no plan. Cute. Okay. And then... Alright, so this is the whites. This is light color. The sun's out! Oh my god, the sun is out and it's reflecting off of my neighbor's windows directly onto my desk. This never happens. I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much, Ramen. Oh, let me stretch. Oh, I looked directly at the reflection of the sun and now I'm seeing spots. I'm very smart, I promise. I would never look right at the sun. Thank you for the hydrate, Ramen. The sun is shining on me specifically. Oh, it's gone again. It's gone behind the cloud. It's really overcast today. Judge! Hi! Oh my god, head pats! Thank you, Dee! Head pats, head pats, head pats. How you doing, Judge? Hydrate prices have gone up. Is this what they call market demand? This is what they call safeguarding against my friends coming in and making me hydrate 19 times in a row again. Just woken up. Didn't you? Josh? What? We said goodnight last night. What did you do after that? Did you sleep for like 15 hours? You got distracted, didn't you? I'm sorry, is this a betrayal? They didn't go up by that much. They only went up by 150%. Yeah. I love the transform price is the same. It's not too bad. Look, I may have been on my phone listening to audiobooks and stuff till like 1 a.m-ish. Were they good though? Were the audiobooks good though? Was it worth it? How am I still seeing spots? Have I permanently damaged my vision by glancing at the sun? What is layer 7? Is that anything? This is just a layer with nothing on it. Homies be like good night and stay up for 3 hours doing God knows what. Exactly. I went to bed at like midnight last night. And I still woke up at 12. 12 hours sleep, baby. Okay. Alright. Where do I put this? Here. Here? Here. Nope, here. Call of Cthulhu is a very interesting book. Is that a spin-off or is that the original Lovecraft? I read a book that freaked me out, so I was up till 3 a.m. Ah, yeah. Sometimes I get stuck into something that scares me, and then I can't stop until I finish it. Watching The Haunting of Bly Manor was bad for me, but at least when the show finished, it stopped being scary. That's the original. Interesting. Yeah, Bastard Man, interesting. Interesting writings. I think they're worth studying. Okay. Okay. My vision has cleared. Back to drawing. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice tone. I absolutely adore the Cthulhu mythos. Anything super otherworldly like that? Lovecraftian, huh? There's definitely something intriguing about things that defy understanding and explanation. Let's use the watercolor brush for this, actually. Ooh, meddling kids. Interesting. Is that a play on Scooby-Doo? The monsters and so on and so forth? I watched a video essay on Scooby-Doo the other day. It was surprisingly good. They pitched what Scooby-Doo would look like if they were in charge of it, and I would watch the hell out of that. Maybe I should go back to listening to murder podcasts. That might help me to go to sleep at a not deranged time. Yeah? The Scooby-Doo but very dark and with Cthulhu stuff, it was very, very good. That's so interesting. And I used to work somewhere that required me to be the only person in a large building full of very, like, windows with all of these fluorescent lights on, after dark, late at night. And for some reason, I was listening to the Bridgewater podcast, which I don't think is very good and don't recommend. Like, it was fine. It wasn't terrible. I just, I think there's better podcasts out there. But it was freaky. It had really good, like, Foley work, which meant that I was constantly taking my headphones off because I thought that someone would be, like, knocking on the door or whatever. And then I would have to call a friend and be like, hey, can we sit on the phone for a little while? I freaked myself out listening to this podcast. You can't sleep. Hi, welcome, welcome. I am working on a design for a tote bag right now. I'm glad you like it. It's really fun. I'm having so much fun rendering these plants. Lovely to have you with us right now. I wish I had an established method of rendering water. because I think water is so pretty and makes for really good designs. But then I have to draw it. That wavy emote is so cute. Whose is that? Paladin Amber. Cute. While we're on the topic of podcasts, I totally recommend everyone go listen to Rabbit. What's Rabbit's about? What genre is that? What's it do? Amber is so deranged, but she's neat. Noted. Mystery ARG? Interesting. Love a good ARG. I think I need some highlights on this now. So let's get... I guess we'll start with pure white, see how we go with that. Augmented reality game. So if you've seen things like online treasure hunts and stuff, where people have like a weird clue, I believe those are all ARGs. Alternate reality game, my bad. Someone loses their friends and in doing so they get playing this game that's been going on for centuries and changes all the time. You have triggered the part of my brain that says Homestuck. Man, I want to finish... What's it called? Oh my god. 7... It's long. It's got a bunch of 7s in it. You know, the footballer one. I thought it was Danganronpa. The football webcomic. 17,776. That's the one. I need to go back and finish that. I read it while it was updating, or did I just fall off? Did it come out updating, or did it come out fully made? Space football! Yeah, the satellites. 17,776. Really good. But yeah, okay, I will check out Rabbits when I get back onto podcasts. Once again, everyone should go listen to the Penumbra podcast, listen to Juno Still, and then talk to me about Juno Still. It is simply some of the best queer fiction that I have ever encountered. The updates are called Update 7. So I think it was updating since I had that. Yeah, that makes sense. Because yeah, I was like, I don't feel like I would have stopped reading it halfway if there was still more to read. I must have stopped because there was no more content at that point in time. Can I put a ring like here? I want something that goes over the plants to really sell that they're in there. Yeah, I think I can get away with that. Juno Still is very gender. Thank you for reading. Juno Still is so gender. Juno Still. There's so many lines in the most recent season that like get me. And Buddy Orenko, one of the characters ever. She's so cool. Magic Wood, hi! How do you backseat art? Usually things like, oh, I think it should be this color. Oh, you should make this be this shape instead. It's not common, but it does happen. Sometimes I like to ask for opinions, but occasionally I get them without asking. That's not true. Occasionally I see other people get them without asking. Everyone has been very respectful to me specifically, which I am grateful for. Buddy! Buddy beloved. Okay. And then I should render this dirt out a little better as well. A smooch for Buddy! What she deserves. I bet she gets all of the smooches she wants. He wants to see how to do it. Sometimes people just get, you know, like invested, you know, they're like, oh, I think it should be like this. They want to be involved. I understand it. Maybe a little too bouncy, but that's okay. What is going on with my... This brush is really weird. It works exactly how I want to, except for when it doesn't work anything like how I want it to. It's okay, we can texture this. I have just found out there's a new Lego DeLorean in Anita. That sounds interesting. Yellow thing's a little sparklies. Sometimes people want to point out little mistakes here and there too, like colors going out of the line and stuff. Yeah, people are just trying to be helpful, but I'll catch it eventually. There are a lot of things that I note in my brain, like, oh, I need to come back and fix that later. And then I do. I don't like the color of the terracotta anymore. I'm gonna take this brown color and just like half overlay it. I wanna lighter than that. Maybe like that. Easy. Oh, and I should save. Oh my gosh. Okay, where are my little sparklies? Not quite so orange. Maybe like here? Yeah. How many layers do you usually have on your drawings? Lots. Layer management is something I take quite seriously. Let me open up a file. I mean, it depends on the thing, right? Because some drawings are way simpler than others. If I open up like a standard render, it's gonna have a lot more layers than if it has a background. So if you look at like my Legally Blonde one. This is sort of a weird example, because it had a base that I drew over because I wanted it to be better. So, yeah. Okay, so we've got my first pass, which looked a little, oh my god, we've got all sorts of like references stuck in here and all cobbled together. So that's a bunch of layers there. And I've got my sketch layer, I've got my background layer, which is a folder full of, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got the base, we've got the blush, we've got the lighting, we've got the eyes, we've got some level corrections, we've got the lines, we've got the line colors, we've got the watermark, we've got a bunch more level corrections, and we've got some noise. I sometimes give suggestions to my art friends, though I never know if that's considered backseating considering I'm not art. I mean, it's just like, it depends on the moment, you know? If they print on my wall above my computer, ooh. That one is one of the first art of yours I remember seeing. It went a little crazy on Twitter. It's definitely my most, like, quote-unquote viral post. And I'm really grateful. It helped me meet a lot of really cool Ace Attorney people. I only have a few layers, so maybe I should change it. Just do what works best for you. I like to work in a really non-destructive manner. I use a lot of like clipping masks and folders, and I keep everything named since I tend to fiddle with my colors a lot, and it's way easier to do that if everything's in its own separate place. Okay. Obviously there's a lot of things that we still need to do on this one. There's like lines. You know what, we can fix the lines right now. If I go here, and so please. There we go, select that, and then just delete the lines at the bottom there where they shouldn't be, and there where they shouldn't be. Okay, we've got to settle on a background color for the boxes and stuff for this one, but I think I am done looking at it for the moment. Come back to it later. What is this supposed to be? It's just a little design for a tote bag, just a little illustration. Learning how to manage my layers more since it's difficult? Yeah. I find just naming mine is enough. I got really frustrated when I first moved to Clip Studio. I don't know if you can see my actual layer names because my screen is large, so my text is small. But it shows the opacity and the layer type above the layer name, and moving from Medibang, which just shows the layer name. I was really frustrated at all the visual clutter. But eventually I learned to just block it out. A tote bag. It's just a, you know, one of these. Alright, anyway. Was that Medibang true? Medibang's really good! My original art program, I mean, it depends on when you count it from, right? So I started drawing in Medibang. But before I used Medibang, I would use Photoshop with a mouse. I would like draw my little, and we're talking like old art, right? Like 13-year-old. I would draw my little art on pencil and paper, and then I would scan it, and then I would take the scan and I would put it into Photoshop, and then I would color it in with a mouse. I still use Medibang because it's a lot faster to do some stuff. Yeah. I use Fire Alpaca, which is basically the same as Medibang. Yes! I tried out like Medibang, Fire Alpaca, Krita. And Medibang was the one I settled on. But yeah, I used Fire Alpaca for animation for a little bit when I had to do that in uni. And yeah, I'm putting it on a bag. I create merch. I do a lot of illustration, but I also create charms. I've started branching into pillows, tote bags, opening up new avenues. Anyway, speaking of charms, I still haven't formatted my charms, so I need to do that. Procreate is my main art. Procreate seems really good. I don't have an iPad, and also I draw on a screenless tablet, so now if I have to see my hand when I'm drawing, I get completely thrown. I can't draw traditionally anymore. So iPads are not for me, but Procreate seems really strong. But Clip Studio is really good, and I recommend it. Alright, if I turn off my background, my palette, and then this background, I can save out the transparency. Okay, we're gonna have to merge a lot of this down. Let me create a new save. BGS format.clip. Thinking of getting an iPad for Procreate, but my reasonable half is hitting me over the head for thinking of dropping money on an iPad for art. Yeah. They're really expensive, and then you have to buy the pencil as well. For seeing how things fit? Yeah, when I started ideating, I just put it on like a tote. Hang on. That's my concept. Where's my sketch? That's the mud chips I was gonna do. Yeah, this was how I sketched out my thumbnail. I was like, throw it back. Just whack it on. What am I missing here? There we go. If I didn't use my iPad for drawing, my traditional skills probably would have suffered too. Yeah, it is a risk. Okay. So, how am I gonna do this? If I take out the... Which layer is which here? Is the overlays? What layer are you? The brand is so plants. Plants are tiny gift. Blah. Yeah. Establishing a brand isn't something I thought about. But it's fun to see the common threads through my art. It makes me happy. Okay, what layer is that on? Not that one. Sorry, I'm diagnosing right now. Is it just on the overlays? Yes. Okay, cool. Which means if I get... This is going to be a pain. Doable, but a pain. Okay, if I just go to... Maybe the easiest way is going to be... Sorry, what I'm looking at is I've got the semi-transparent background, which currently has the overlay layer on it, which I do not want. So if I do this, turn that on, turn these guys on, then I can go through overlays and manually... I might just draw it in and then I can use the selection to manually erase it. Or I get so impatient with traditional media now because digital dries instantly and doesn't smudge at all. Yeah. Yeah, and I like how much you can go back and fix mistakes with digital. Not being able to perfectly erase everything and not being able to press undo and so on drives me nuts now that I am used to it. More spotted! A lot of sparkles too. I think they're fun, they spark joy. Alright, I can be kind of messy with this because it will be easy to remove it where it shouldn't be. As long as I stick to the lines, then I can just delete it from the lines. And then I will have a selection that I can use to remove this from the overlay layers. I like practicing my skills in trad since it's fun to just doodle mindlessly. That is sore poggers. I wish that I had not stopped drawing traditionally. I feel like it stunted me a little bit. But that's okay. I can still create things that make me happy. Okay, testing my theory. If I click here, please, and then press delete. Yeah, and including here. It is your own journey to go on. There's no certain set of rules. You are so right. Wait, I feel like there's an easy way to do this. If I click here and here. Oh my god. Okay, I don't have to do this at all. I can just do this. I feel like I'm having a stroke. Maybe I just delete the level correction and then create a new mask. There we go! Success! Okay. Alright. Thank you for following Joe Can't Sleep. Joe Can't Sleep. Hi, lovely to have you with us. What am I trying to do? I'm just trying to erase the, there was like pink showing through here, but there shouldn't have been, but I got it. The little Tamagotchi fuzzies! Ew, 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 ew. Okay. Okay. Now then. I can save these out as individual layers. So. Actually, I can probably. No, yeah, we'll save them out as individual layers. So. Tamagotchi 1.png. Sorry, it needs a moment to save because it's saving so much transparent data. My canvas is like 5,000 by 5,000. No, I think it's bigger than that. Canvas is 6,800 by 4,800, yeah. Okay, and then we save out this version. And this is Tamagotchi 2.png. Is CSB a subscription? It is on iPad, but not on PC. And they go on sale like once every quarter. So you can usually get it for half price if you're willing to wait like a month or two. Okay, then I can open this. And open my little files. And drag this in on top. Okay, there we go. And now we have the front and the back. Because the charms are double-sided, they need to flip. I need to flip the text on these. Realizing I haven't done that yet. Don't have drawing stuff for PC, unfortunately. Then yeah, stick with Procreate. I think Procreate might even be like superior to Clip. I'm not really sure. If you already have an iPad, that is. Oh, I need to rasterize this. There we go. Okay. Now I can flip all of my text. So that way it won't be backwards on the backside. The best on iPad. But yeah, then I would say Clip Studio is definitely like the second best program. It's really good. I'm really happy I moved to Clip. And Photoshop is the worst. No offense to anyone who uses Photoshop. I have to use Photoshop for like my job. And it always makes me cranky. That's a one-time thing too. Yeah, I hate subscription-based. This is Adobe. Rah, 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 rah. Photoshop beloathed. Yeah, Adobe Member hated. It feels like putting ransomware on your computer as well, because if you want to uninstall it, it's such a nightmare. You have to edit your registry and everything. How is that legal? Okay, now all of the text is flipped, and I need to make sure there's no blank spaces. So I'm gonna put in a black layer in my background so I can see what I'm doing, and I can really catch any pieces that are showing through where they shouldn't be. So it's pretty... Ah, there we go. I need the big one somewhere. There we go. Everything else looks good. Okay, we should do a proper clean up pass. I've never tried Photoshop, thankfully. It's just not made for art. You know, it has a purpose and its purpose is not art. It's photo editing. And also Adobe sucks. There's a little R on true. Ah, yes, there is, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get this now. Oh. Hello? Erase, please. Thank you. Sorry, we have to do this one layer at a time, because there's 2 layers here. It's okay that some of this is a little like crunchy because these will be tiny and you will not see it. They will just be sweet little texture bits. My English escaped my brain for a second. It's like that. Puzzling, hi! I'm glad you like them. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's always my saving grace with charms, is that I look at them on my monitor and they are massive, and then I have them in real life and any mistakes that you might have been able to spot disappear. Like, you would never see this bit that I'm erasing right now, but I'm erasing it anyway, just to be on the safe side. I kind of can use the excuse that English is my second language because I'm better at English than my mother tongue. It do be like that sometimes. Being able to speak 2 languages is cool as hell though. No one can speak their language perfectly all the time anyway. How are you on so many of these? Oh well, no matter. Okay, little guys. They're based off Ace Attorney characters? Yeah! They're based off the Gyakuten Saiban characters, so the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. They've got these official little mascot designs. Okay, cute. I can duplicate this and then merge one down onto both of these layers. And then I need the semi-transparency. So that's just going to be these colors here. A little blue part on Shom's pink ears. Ah, yes. There's also a little pink part, but that's okay. That's fine without escaping that. And we'll fix these ones. Boy. Okay. Alright, now then. I want my fill square just to automatically fill. And I'm just going to give them their base colors, and this is going to be almost clear. It's just going to give them a slight tint when they're printed. Should it be brown or blue? Love them even more? I'm glad! They are just little guys. Which one aspect type of? There we go. Much better. Okay, yeah, so you will barely see that. That will just be a really faint tinting. Then save this as semi-transparent. Save this as front. This as back. And then I need to crop my canvas. Oh, easy. There we go. We decided whether the background is transparent or not. It'll be semi-transparent. So it'll be tinted. And I've got plenty of charms to reference that off of. Okay. And that's all my manufacturer needs, except I need to put these into individual PSDs. So, what's gonna be easier is going to be to see if I take them in Photoshop or in Clip. I think it's going to be easy to make these individual documents in Clip. So let me save this out. PGS, come on to format.clip. Close this one. And then I'm going to make individual documents for each of them. Need paper and save these out as PSDs. So, PGS view.psd. And then yeah, I'll put these into Photoshop, convert them to CMYK, and then I can send them off to my manufacturer. PGS.png. Sorry, not .psd. There we go. Do not save the PNG, please. PGS is imagine being able to type. Couldn't be me. .psd. This one is whore. Then I need to do the other version, which just says it was what did I write on that? Pyeon, I think. I originally had it say USA, but then I was reading it as USA, and that was not the vibe. PGS wlook.psd. Let me bring up my other text. Where is the version that does not say whore? It's been here somewhere. Ah, there we go. Copy. Sean's American? No! No! Ronnie! Welcome back. Oh my god, we are looking at each other. Wait, hang on. The same old. Howdy, howdy. How you doing? Dinner plans. I've got leftovers in the fridge, but if you had something else in mind, we could do that. What were you thinking? You are the wrong color because you do not have overlays. That's okay. It's fine. Did you want to order food? Ah. I feel like I want takeout, but I don't know what I want. That is a significant issue. When did I spill water on my tablet? What the hell? Have you asked Ruby? Alright. Go on. And then we just put plain blue in here. But yeah, I would be down for takeaway. Tony, that last stream wanted mac and cheese. I feel like we could get something better, you know? Mac and cheese is appealing. I might just be saying this because I made like a creamy cheesy pasta recently. But mac and cheese is appealing, but we could have like ramen. Actual proper ramen. With onsen eggs and everything. Okay. Alright. Duplicate that. Merge this one onto the front. Flip it. And realign it. It's a ramen, a second ramen. Do you want something hearty, Ronnie? Do you want something? Ramen, the actual food, sounds so good all the time. I am always down for ramen. Okay, this one is dgspion.bsd. Okay. All I can narrow it down to is that I want slightly unhealthy, but not fast food unhealthy. Okay. Duly noted. Not feeling soup. Slightly unhealthy, but not fast food unhealthy. What does that leave us with? Grilled chicken? Yeah, we could get burgers. BGS, Kuma, but PSD. Right, one left. Delete from clipboard. Delete the packing later. And then we have BGS. Yeah. But PSD. Easy. Right, now I can close all of this. No, I do not want to save my changes. We did it! Okay. This looks good, I think. Maybe barbecues? Ooh. Okay, let me keep adding the line outlines. For the sparklies. Ah, I'm so hungry now. Do you want fried things, Ronnie? What about Mexican? We could get quesadillas. Burrito. Fried things, okay. There's gotta be like crispy chicken places nearby. Quesadillas recently. No, you're not being a pain. What other foods are there in the world? Fogging. Okay. Elaine color for this one. Yeah, brown. All I can think of feels like meats and stuff, since that's kind of unhealthy but not fast food unhealthy. It's a difficult set of parameters that she set. But it's a fun challenge. I hope it's good too. I hope it actually arrives. We've had a lot of encounters with ordering in recently that have been like, Oh, the shop is actually closed. It just doesn't say that on Uber, so you make an order, but it's not closed. Or like, the DoorDasher simply does not bring it to us. So my bar is just for actually receiving the food. If it comes to the house, I'm happy. Have they all been DoorDash? No, I think there's been 1 or 2 Uber situations. It has been better since we switched to Uber, yeah. But schnitzel sounds good. I like schnitzel. Uber does cost more. And also I believe it's less ethical? You guys order or cook food? Mostly cook, occasionally order. Oh, wait, today's Friday! Oh my god, I should have... God damn it. Every Friday my boss buys me lunch. I work remotely, so I just Uber Eats it. But I forgot. Misery. Oh, you know what? I can hear my dog barking. I think he needs to pee. Let me let him out. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's not too late, but if we're ordering dinner, because I can't order us a whole dinner and I can't split the charge, so I just pay for my portion because of the way it all works. I don't know what I'd get. Maybe I can buy myself a drink. I just don't think he looks at his charges, because I don't think he knew how much it costs to Uber food when he told me to Uber myself food for lunch every Friday. But he hasn't said anything yet. I just always feel like I'm taking advantage of him because he used to buy me like a $5 cold roll from the local Thai place, and now it's like, okay, well it's $8 for the food if I get the smallest thing I can find, and then it's a $2 service fee and a $4 delivery fee. Okay, I still need to sit on these before I make more progress. What else do I need to format? The pillows! I need to format the pillows. Ronnie, is there anything I need to know about formatting the pillows, or do they just format exactly as I think they do? Hungry now? Sorry for afflicting you. You haven't done double-sided ones before, have you? Artwork and background layer. Okay. Do you just make the background layer... Is your background layer a shape, or do you just make it like a flat color? Everyone hungry. Everybody eat. Colored shape? Okay. Ah. Merge selected layers, merge that down, duplicate that. Huh? Why do you look like this? What happened while I was merging everything? Wait, where did my backlines go? Okay, were they in that folder? Sorry. Small stroke, they're fine. They were. Okay. So. Okay. Sorry, trying to wrangle all of my layers down into smaller layers. Okay, that one clips onto there. This one clips onto here. This one clips onto here. This one gets duplicated and merges onto both color layers, back and front. And then this one just goes on the back. And this one just goes on the front. There we go, success. Okay. Now that. I'll select this. And select... Let's move them. Let's make my canvas a little larger so that there's plenty of room around them. Why not make it 6,000 pixels? Maybe balance whatever you're eating with rice if you have that? Ooh, rice is always good. Excited to make a rice stir fry soon. Okay. Alright, if I select this... Is there a rule to how big the background should be, Ronnie? Expand by 200 pixels and then smooth 50. I don't know if I can smooth. I don't know if that's an option I have. Favorite dish, rice with ingredient. Rice with ingredient is so good though. Okay. Do I have smooth selection? Selection. Select all, deselect, invert, expand, shrink, blur border? That probably doesn't do what I want. That's okay. I can smooth manually. This is CSP. Alicia 2000! Hi! Thank you for following. Alicia? Lovely to have you with us. Welcome, welcome. What color did I make these on my promotional image? I should make them the same. Pink! Yay, okay, I was hoping, but I was worried I hadn't. Yeah, baby, you're gonna be so cute. Okay. Format them in Photoshop. Yeah, I haven't set up Photoshop for streaming, and I didn't think I would need to. Maybe I should though. I can leave this as is and then smooth it in Photoshop. That won't be any trouble. Why are you like that? Oh, and I need to make the sword smaller. If I select both of these. That's right. Forgot I did that before. It sticks out too much and makes the section weird. Hold on. If I do this. And then this. And then clean up the edges. It will be all good. I should do this with a mask layer so I can apply it to both of them. Here we go. There we go, and then apply mask. Apply mask. Ah! Okay, the mask went on the wrong way. That's fine. It's fine. Try that. There we go. Apply mask. Not my favorite character in DGS. He has a pretty big role for an inanimate object. Okay. Now, if I reselect these. Selection, expand selected area by 200 pixels. And then we wait for it to think. Expanding, expanding, hang on. There we go. Can add borders to layers? Interesting. Duly noted, thank you. What's my... Hello? There we go. And then for this one as well, a slightly desaturated. Yeah! Baby, baby, baby. Okay. Alright, and then we'll smooth that in Photoshop and convert to CMYK in Photoshop. Plugin. A tool that's called layer options. I will have a look into that next time I need to do this. DGS to healer stuff. Yes, sorry, they're everything. I love them so much. Alright, Let me select you. Oh, I should name these before I do this. So we have the, what do you call this? The background? And then the front, hello, and the back. Okay. File, create new from clipboard. I don't believe that you have worked. That's because I only had one thing selected. There we go. Delete this. Create new from clipboard. There we go. Now, the thing I need to do here is make them measure along the same angle so that they are the same size. So I'm going to do that on one layer. So if Chinoske's widest point is there, then that's what 40 centimeters is. Which means that you need to fit so that your widest point is also 40 centimeters. Oh, and you're going to be so slow and laggy about this, aren't you? Please? I know I'm making you work with so many pixels right now across 3 different layers, but please. Please be a little less slow. Okay, it rotates you 90 degrees. Yeah. Maybe I merge this down and then use it as a base. Duplicate these, merge them, and this should be significantly less laggy. I didn't know it rotates that slow in real time, I thought it was the stream. It depends on how hard it's having to think. Because my canvas is huge right now. It's calculating a lot of stuff. I'm at like 6,000 pixels, 300 dpi. I am asking Clip Studio to do a lot of thinking very fast. I know this fits somehow because I did it with this line art before I got this far in. But now I don't quite remember how. Which way do I want to go? Okay, now let's not touching the sides. So, maths is not my strong suit. Okay, now you're touching these sides. I need to make this a square. That's my biggest failing right now. Change canvas size. Be the same width and height. There we go. Alright, so you're 40 centimeters across. And you... are 40 centimeters up and down. And it's okay if you're a little off, because you are bigger than Chinoske. Yeah, there we go. Then if I take red and my Millifen, There we go. Alright. For the sizing. And then I can make these guys match my other guy. I will set him to multiply. Where's that? So I can see through. And then I will rotate these ones to match. A little back a little bit. And then, come on, you can do it. I know I am asking so very much of you right now, Clip Studio, but you can do it. Rotate just a little bit more. And then sizing down a little bit. Nearly. Nearly. Oh, too far. Ta-da! Good enough. Okay, and I can delete this one. Really wiggle this one in there a little bit. Pugging. I create only the most engaging content for my stream. Alright, and then 40 centimeters. Okay. Copy these, create new from clipboard, remove the background layer, remove the word copy from each of the layers, and then we can put this one into Photoshop and smooth it out and convert it to theme market. Rotate, rotate. Okay, so this is DTS to the, hang on. To pillow.psd, and this is GTS to pillow.psd. Okay. What the fuck? How can Schnitz have gravy unavailable? That is deranged. That's a hate crime. Streamer rotate. Can I rotate myself? Transform. Rotate. Oh, but only set degrees. I can't just rotate for funsies. Streamer spin. I would love to learn how to set up more, like, redeem things happen. I just only seem to be able to get one working at a time. Can you flip horizontal dance? Maybe. Hang on. Transform. I can. Wait. What did I just flip? What did I just flip? Sorry. Hang on. Transform. Flip horizontal. No? No? I can flip vertical. So surely I can flip horizontal, but I feel like when I'm clicking it, nothing's happening. There we go. And then how do I redo? Control Shift C, okay. Streamer dance. Vibing. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at my little plants. I love them. I don't know if I'm gonna make any more progress with them at this time. I have done my little tasks that I need to do. I think that is it for this stream. Let me have a look and see who else is streaming. So we can go raid. I can't believe Ronnie stopped streaming and raided me. How am I supposed to raid her if she's not raiding? I'm still backwards? Thank you. Streamer dance. Alright, let's switch. Who's drawing? Who's in art right now? Oh, cute. What's this person doing? Sorry. Oh yeah, Australia upside down. Sorry, scrolling through a bunch of different channels. Seeing who's got their mic on chatting. Ah, computer freaking out. I wish there was an easier way to search for people to raid. Oh, you know what? DJ's playing Ace Attorney. What's he up to? He's doing KS13. The emotes are flipped on screen? I knew I flipped something on accident. I couldn't work out what it was. Hold on. Sorry, dancing now. Okay, we're good. Otherwise, I really like the streamer. I'm a little nervous about rating them because they're kind of large. And I'm teeny. But her vibes are really good, so I'm gonna pass you on to her. And wait, it's a sorry, I got the Streamlabs mixed up. Okay, who is it? Nari. She's got really cute vibes. She's really sweet. Alright. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We got a lot done. Love y'all. Bye!